starting with Chase, how much energy did he give, the offense? Just seeing him play well, a guy that's obviously paid his dues for 5 years.
I mean, for me, it might have been a little bit different level of energy because Chase is my guy. I mean, we came in here, we were roommates, families are close, and being able to be there and not only see him have that start, but then also be a part of it, be out there protecting him. It was something that we've been talking about for years. So, while I think he did a great job bringing energy to the team and everything, and did a great job as a leader, I think for me it was just might have been a little bit more special, a little bit more exciting for me.
You talked about coming back for a 6th season. What do you think tonight showed, in terms of his ability to lead this program next season, if he does get the nod?
I think he's just that guy he's kind of like one of those guys that he just finds a way. I mean, everybody sees on the field, he's a guy who's going to, if something doesn't exactly happen right, he's going to extend the play as long as he can to make a play. And I think that's just the type of person he is also when it comes down to handling things like adversity this season, things along those lines. And kind of just like whenever he got his chance, he always makes the most of it. So I think that's the same thing he'd do next year if he got the nod then. So.
In your decision, I know you posted on social media, the reason for you wanting to come back, what were the discussions like with this new staff
So, I mean, the thing is like, I truly never really wanted to leave. Like, I love Madison. That's no lies, nothing like that. And I love these guys. I love this team. Like, they're truly guys that, I'd go to war with, and I wouldn't want anyone else by my side. And so when I made that decision to go to the portal, it was very tough for me. And it wasn't one of the things I took lightly. But in the end of the day, it was kind of like one of those things that you make a decision that you think is going to be the best for you. Kind of like even though your heart's pulling you a different way. And then when I did have a conversation with Coach Fickle the day I went in, and I told him, I said, I'm still probably going to go this direction. But I am very open still to whenever you hire your OC, line coach, if you do want me a part of this team, I'd love to talk to them. And so at the end of the day, it would be like transferring because you get a whole new staff, whole new staff. And so first thing he did was when he got the chance to at least, Coach Longo and Coach Bicknell came in, they were watching film, and then they called me up, and my dad was actually in town. They said, come up, we want to talk to you and your dad. And when I say, if I had a proverbial chalkboard next to me of a list of all the things I wanted out of a coach, it was almost freaky how accurate they were. And I didn't give them anything to go off of things I wanted. And there's times where I swear they said things word for word about how I would have worded it in my head. And I'm one of those people that I believe in signs. And I was like, you know what? I don't think anywhere I can go in the country could be better than the place I'm at already. And the fact I get to stay with my guys and be in the city I love, the team I love, I don't think you can beat that.
Would it be fair to say that kind of next year in the division excites you?
Absolutely. I truly do believe in what they project, proposing, and this plan they have for this team. I think it's one of those things that's I'm eating what they're cooking. They truly do believe in this vision they have for this team. It's going to be something special.
You had talked about in the preseason about kind of paying your dues here, and transferring was never going to be an option for you the whole way. I don't know how much you want to get into it, but did something go down this season that changed your thought process, or was it just a matter of I'm getting a new coaching staff anyway, I might as well see what else is out there?
I think it came down to the fact that at the end of the day, it's there's a lot of change I went through. I mean, that was my second O-line coach, and I felt like I was going to start a few more games here and there, but like I said, things happen. It's just how football works out. But then you're proposing this new change, and I felt like for me to position myself to go the best for the league, and because that's my end dream, and I felt like maybe I need to control that change. That's what was my kind of thoughts then. It was kind of at the end of the day, I was still here at the moment. I was still here for 5 years. I mean, I still went to the banquet. I still did all these things. And like I said earlier, it wasn't really the thing I wanted to do. It just felt like the thing I kind of had to do, but I was overjoyed when I realized I didn't have to, and I get to have the best of both worlds.
Were there any other schools that you looked at all, or did you give kind of Wisconsin the first shot and that was the end of it?
So I had talked to a lot of schools. I had actually was in the process of setting up a handful of visits. I actually the week that I had after I withdrew my name, I hadn't actually put in motion yet in terms of actually making flights, but I did have, I want to say, 3 visits already lined up talking to schools, and so there's a lot of schools that put in good interest and seemed like great programs, and I wish them nothing but the best. But like I said, at the end of the day, I didn't want to waste their time by making them pay for flights, and I knew in my heart this is the place I wanted to be.